For someone who's curious about moving to Europe, would they likely pay more or less taxes?
Most likely more. But it also depends because, so yes, Austria, Germany, they definitely have higher income tax rates than US at the federal level. However, their tax rate will then combine in state taxes for the most part. And so if you're living in US, in California, there's not that big of a difference because California is like 10% on top, right? But if you live in the US, in Texas, and there's no income tax, then yeah, you're definitely going to end up paying more in Europe. But if you live in California or New York, it's probably not going to be a big difference. And the thing too is you see a lot more from the income tax you pay. And again, I guess this is subjective and where you go, but it is always interesting to me, in Austria with like the public transport, you can take all the public transport in Vienna for €1 a day. You can buy a year card and it's 365 euros for all public transport within Vienna. And I can't think of any deal you could get like that in in the US anywhere. You know, property taxes, electricity bills, all of that are just so much lower. And so again, I guess I'll get into a debate, but yes, you generally pay more income tax, obviously depending on the country, but you have to factor in that if you're in the US, there are also high income tax states. And so that will make the difference a lot less. And, you could of course move to Switzerland where there's not that much income tax actually. It's lower. So there are countries in Europe like Estonia, Switzerland, stuff like that.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you liked it and you want to see the entire interview, you can find it just right there. So go ahead and click it.